All Sports Asia here with Tunku Naquiyuddin, who is the Malaysian end of V8 Supercars in this championship. Tell us a little bit about what you're expecting from this weekend.
Well, I expect great crowds for starters, because I think the whole idea when we first thought about it was, one was tourism and the other one is the economic impact on the country. We actually did a Price Waterhouse study that if there were at least 100,000 people, the economic impact would be 750 million ringgit, which is enormous, you know.
Is that a proper verified stat?
That's a verified study which we submitted to government, and the government was sort of very impressed with it. And this is one of the reasons why we've had a lot of support. And then also, if you look back, we have Formula 1, but it's not in Kuala Lumpur. Formula E is not in Kuala Lumpur, but this one is in Kuala Lumpur.
Well, this brings me to my next question, which I think KLites, especially watching this, are going to ask about. How did you manage to get a street race built on Friday, Saturday and Sunday in the middle of town?
Well, I really have to thank our partners, which is the City Hall, Kuala Lumpur City Hall. They've been fantastic. We took them to Macau, we took them to the Formula E, and they saw the effect. They stayed, they went early to see how the track was constructed. They left late to see how everything got dismounted. And really, once that was sold, I think just everything from top right down to bottom, everything worked, and really they've been working long hours on the track. They have been there during the construction side. Admittedly, they're not doing the construction, it's really the subcontractors, but they are as equally keen as our permanent builders, you know.
Well, one of the thoughts I had was Sepang is one of the best F1 circuits in the world, and the drivers have designed it. If this goes well over the next 4 years, do you think we can have a street race for other classes, including F1?
Well, you know, this is a big $64,000 question. Let's start first with this one. Let's make it a success. We're going to go, admittedly, for V8, it's only 5 demo cars. But next year with 25 cars. And then eventually we're looking at seriously turning into a night race. Because, you know, the KL sun, it's really humid, it's really hot. And maybe from 4 o'clock to 10 p.m., that would be great. That would be something we'll be working on. Whether Formula 1 actually comes in, I'm not sure. Maybe in the streets, maybe it's a little bit too narrow. On the other hand, if they can manage Monaco and even Macau, well, why not Kuala Lumpur? But we'll see. Yeah.
Well, there was a couple of areas, you know, on the net that have come out where they wanted all street races for all races, right, because they're more exciting. And that's what we're going to have this weekend. Tunku Naquiyuddin, thanks for joining us on All Sports Asia, and best of luck this weekend.